Hello, I'm Steve, and you're watching the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, so here we have this residential application. We're just going to kind of focus on this covered porch section here. And so I did get the elevation as well as floor plan for this application. You can see we have a staircase over here, and essentially we have these dimensions. I have a dimension here, as you can see here, 11.8, and then 9 feet over here. I also have a depth here of, I have it at 15.11 and 15.16, but it's actually 15 3/4. I have a ceiling height over here of roughly 9'3". I think it's 9 foot. And then the bottom edge of this beam I have at 8 foot. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So we're pretty close to being accurate, but we're not 100% on. So that's something that you gotta realize on that. Let's see here. I'm going to turn off these floor plans. And this is a very cold climate, the high elevation. This climate gets down below 0 at times, and also probably is in the 30s and lower at different times in the season. Infrared heat is something where you are placing infrared is a light wave. That light wave needs to travel. It comes down, it penetrates the seating area, it penetrates mass, I should say, really. That mass meaning that the human body, the chairs, tables, floors, but you don't want to penetrate something so intensely that it's uncomfortable to sit underneath. So we can't put enough heat in to make everyone satisfied at temperatures below really the 50-degree level. So every individual is going to be a little bit different, and your acclimation to that type of weather is going to be different as well. So we really focus on what would work in that 50-degree weather temperatures and above. So that's kind of what I have to focus on, because I can't overheat something so much that it's going to be too hot for someone to sit underneath. So keep that in mind. As you can see here, I've placed 3 6,000 watt units. These are dual elements, 6,000 watt, 240 volts, 25 amps apiece. I have them centered within the ceiling area here, and also I have them, this first unit, or the center unit here, centered within the space from left to right, and then also each heater is 5 foot out from each other, so this would be the center. I'm imagining, because of the roof configuration, that the rafters are going in this direction, and that's why I chose this direction for the placement of the heaters. All right, so let's go ahead and look at, I don't see on the plan any lighting or any other type of fixtures up here, so that's why I just chose the way I did it. I think this would be the best application or option for this application. And let's see if there was anything else I wanted to mention about this. So I believe that they do have a tongue and groove finished roof, and what I've done here is I've placed my 1 hour rated firewall that you can see in here. Sorry about that. Inside here we got the 1 hour firewall drywall installed, and then we have the flush mount frame, and now I've placed the flush mount frame behind the physical tongue and groove finish. And you can see here I have a little bit of depth. I know I don't have it colored properly, but what I did do, and it's very important, is that you have this elevation of the heater, bottom elevation of the heater, at the same elevation as the bottom edge of your finish wood. So if this was stucco, it wouldn't have to be the same, but because it's wood, I need to make sure I have this heater at the same elevation as the bottom of this. And that's why I have this kind of hanging down a little bit. There are tabs, 2 tabs on each side, 4 tabs total, that allows you to maneuver or adjust the height of it in relationship to the flush mount frame itself. All right, so that's that, and let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I know that they had this barbecue set over here, but I couldn't place all the seating. They had mentioned they wanted 2 large sofas and then 2 small sofas, chairs on the outer edge is here, so that wouldn't fit with that barbecue over here. They do have this, I guess it's a fire table, and I'm not quite sure exactly what that fire table will do as far as its exhaust and how that might affect anything up here. I don't have the answer to that. I would have to assume that it's not a high output fire table, and if it's something in the 15,000 BTU range, then probably won't affect the units at all. I just don't have any answer to that, so we'll just leave it at that. All right, so let's see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about on this application. I don't think there is. Let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. You can see here with 3 units. We have a lot of overlapping in the center area here, so this would be a very warm space. Obviously, in temperatures of 50-degree weather or say higher, then you definitely want some sort of control system on this application. You definitely don't want to have all 3 heaters on at all times during higher temperatures seasons. And so, yeah, I would place these on 3 different zones just based on that alone. Also, when it gets really cold, you could put them all up higher or to their maximum. Maybe you choose to, place one heater at 80%, this one at 70%, and this one at 100. Depending on how the each person in the patio, sitting in the patio would accept that amount of heat. So again, we can't guarantee that full, below 50 rating, but everyone's acclimated to the temperatures differently, and so that might be beneficial. I do have some customers that have stated before that they're in Alaska and they are loving the system. I don't see how I could ever do that because I'm not acclimated to those cold climates. So, but in any case, you can see that we do have a good footprint of heat. You will get more spread. This is the ideal footprint of heat that you see here with this orange kind of glow here. Now this is infrared light. Infrared light is not visible to the human eye, so you will not see this ray, but this is the ideal footprint of heat that you will get in the patio. It does spread out a little bit further, and you will get more heat out here. It's just that this is the most ideal amount of heat. So all right, take a look at this side here. You got good coverage everywhere here. I think that would be fine. Just a quick other option here. I'm going to look at the this is the clearances to combustibles. I did look at placing, 1 unit here, 1 unit here, the shorter units, the 5,000 watt units, for instance, but I couldn't meet the clearances to these beams, so that's why I didn't choose to use the 5,000 watts and put 4 5,000 watts inside this space here. And again, that's just based on the fact that I believe the rafters are in this orientation, so they're running parallel with this beam here. All right. Well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help our channel. Have a great day.